So Robert, tell us about your latest celebrity wedding.
This is a prime example of why reliable media cards are important. Shooting a celebrity wedding is demanding as you can imagine. When I'm called on a celebrity to photograph their wedding, I can't miss anything. I have to know that the images that I capture, are gonna be on the card, that I'm not gonna miss one. That's why it's really important to me to know that I have great media cards like these Sony cards in my camera while I'm shooting a celebrity wedding like this. One of the things that the magazines are always asking for is the shot of the bride and groom walking down the aisle. That is one of the prime shots that the magazines ask for. We need a great shot of the couple walking down the aisle. So it's super important to me to have cards and cameras that I trust. So for me, shooting Sony cards, I have that confidence that I know I get the shot every single time.
Hi, I'm Brian Smith. I'm a Sony artisan in imagery, and this is my good friend and fellow Sony artisan, Robert Evans.
So Brian, I know I've seen your work, we've been friends for a long time, but describe to me exactly, if I were to say to someone, well, Brian Smith does, I would say celebrity portrait. Is that accurate?
Oh yeah, that's certainly accurate. I mean, that's definitely how I make my living. But in the past, I've done a lot of other things. I started off shooting news and sports. Okay, so Robert, I know the same's true for you as well. We all know you for your wedding photography, but I've seen enough of the work that you've done on your own, whether it's photographing the Blue Angels or rodeo. How does that work then translate to when you're assigned to shoot weddings?
I think some of my other work, especially sports related, that developed out of shooting my kids. And then I kind of realized I really liked doing it. So then I had this yearning I want to shoot rodeo and football and I've sort of made those things happen. But what I've realized through doing that is okay, I'm shooting something that's a very fast action, and then I thought to myself, okay, on the wedding day, when are those moments? Because I tend to be a very reactionary shooter as well. I usually look over the camera, and I'm watching what's going on, and I'm capturing it. I'm not firing 100 frames a second like you might do in sports.
So one of the great things, in my opinion, of these is the temperature range. That they can deal with everything from, they've been tested everywhere from minus 13 degrees to 185 degrees. And there were times when I was shooting in Haiti where between the heat, humidity, and the sun, it felt like 185 degrees. But you've dealt with the opposite extreme being in Minnesota.
Yeah, I just did a bridal fashion shoot in Minnesota, and I believe it was like -0 degrees something that day. We were outside all day, and of course I had to, do a few shots, let the models warm up, do a few shots, let the models warm up, and they change dresses. But the camera's out in the ice in the cold all day long, and so I didn't really worry about it because I knew I had, my Sony cards in the camera. So I didn't even think about it actually. I just, put them in and go. And, at the end of the day, obviously there was no problems. So for me, it's the reliability factor. I might shoot 2 to 4 bodies at a wedding, but I'm shooting my favorite camera with my favorite cards. Whether I need speed or reliability, it's right there.
So that's what we love about these cards. We know no matter how challenging the conditions are, they're going to be fast and reliable. We're going to get the shot first time, every time. There's no reshoots in this business.